To take advantage of all the features in CUBASE, you should know how you can customize the application. As you're watching these tutorials, you may see buttons that aren't there. Learning how to customize will reveal these options. Let's begin with the transport bar. When you right-click on the transport bar, Control-click for Mac users, you'll see a whole list of options that are available to the transport bar. Here you can pick which ones will be displayed or not. Let's get rid of the jog and scrub dials. Now let's get rid of the markers. You can choose to see all the options, or you can pick CUBASE's default options. We have a few presets here we can pick from. Just the transport buttons, or the buttons and the time display. Let's switch back to the default and choose Setup. In this window, you can pick which items are visible or which ones are hidden. Let's move this window down so we can actually see the transport bar at the same time. Hide the record mode by moving it over to the Hidden Items column. You can make the play order visible by adding it over to the Visible Items column. If we don't like where play order is, we can move it around by pressing the Move Up or Move Down buttons. If we want to store this as a preset, press the Disk button and name your preset. You can also delete presets with this button here. Click OK, and now let's see where the preset is. Right above the Setup button below CUBASE's presets are the presets we've made. We've only got one in there right now, but as you add more, the list will grow. Now let's look at customizing the project page. You can do all the same things as we did in the transport panel. We can right-click on this top bar here and select the options we want to view. We also have options we can pick, some presets, and a setup window. Remember, you can change the order that they appear in with the Move Up and Move Down buttons. Once again, this is the same as the transport panel. The sample editor, the audio part editor, the key editor, the tempo track, the score editor, just about every single window in CUBASE can be customized to your liking. See how when we move the track window to make it bigger, the buttons move. What if we don't like this? Or what if we want to make the name window longer? This can be changed by pressing this button here and selecting Track Control Settings. At the top, you can pick what type of track you want to change. You can change their options and remove some of them from the list so you don't see them. You can change their order with the Move Up and Move Down buttons, and even group them. I'm going to explain grouping more closely. When you group buttons together, they stay together. Let's look at the Record Enable and Monitor button. When I move the window, these two buttons stay together. This is because I've selected these two with the controller shift keys and press Group. Their group number appears here. These are part of Group 1, these ones to Group 2, and these ones to 3. If you want all your buttons on top of each other in groups and don't want them to wrap, then uncheck this option. This is with wrap controls turned off. And this is with wrap controls turned on. I want the name for this track to be Bob's Fat Bass. See how the name gets cut off? We can make this bigger by increasing the value here. Let's put it to 100 and press OK. See? It's gotten bigger. There are quite a few customizable features in CUBASE, but I'm only going to show one more for this tutorial. Make your way to the preferences found under the File menu. At the top left of the window, you'll see Appearance. You can change the basic appearance scheme of CUBASE. Each time you pick an option here, it adds subtle color variations to CUBASE. You can change your work area brightness. That's this color here. The cycle intensity. See how this got darker? The horizontal grid intensity. Those are the lines between the tracks. The vertical grid level 1 are the bars. Level 2 are the beats. And level 3 are the 16th note divisions. I'm going to press the Defaults button to get it back to the way it was. You can do the same for the editor windows, and there are 2 extra options for the key editor and the drum editor. In the key editor, the black keys for the piano roll can be increased so that you can draw the notes in with more accuracy. In the drum editor, the active drum lane can be made more visible by increasing its intensity. That's a lot of customizing power.